The Beast in the Cellar from 1971. I was really disappointed when I found out that this has nothing to do with the roller coaster from Kings Island. Theme song.
Cartoons Reviews! Cartoons Reviews!
If you want to see The Beast in the Cellar, check the link in the description. So this movie is fun. I wouldn't say it's great. I kind of enjoyed it. Maybe it's because it sort of reminded me of some other things. It is starring a couple of older women in England, and the style of it, there's some soldiers running around, so it kind of reminded me of the John Pertwee era of Doctor Who when he was on Earth with UNIT. And just the old women, there were some of them bickering with each other.
Do you remember the first summer of the war when Daddy came home on leave? We went to the fair. I wonder where we can get some celery.
Kind of reminded me of Mrs. Bouquet from Keeping Up Appearances. So maybe if you have affection for those two things, you would enjoy this more. The story is a soldier gets killed, and at first they think it might be an animal.
Puma, you mean? Something like that?
No, not puma. Bigger. Heavier.
Keep guessing, son.
Leopard.
A leopard. In Lancashire.
But the older sisters suspect it's the person they keep in their basement.
Joyce, he's gone!
I would kind of say that's one of the problems. It would be a lot more interesting if we did not know so quickly that the sisters keep someone in their basement. It's not right away, but it's still fairly early in the movie. So a lot of the movie, the most charming parts of the movies where they're bickering back and forth. They're old women, they're sisters, and they're old, I guess you'd call them spinsters. It's not great cinema, but it's kind of fun. And then, of course, they reveal who is the Beast in the Cellar. So I'm going to spoil this because I think that you probably aren't going to watch it, but I do think it is one of the movies that would be good for a remake. Sometimes people are like, why do they remake good movies? Why not remake bad movies? Well, I think this one, it would be good for a remake. So spoilers. Spoilers ahead, fun ahoy. Spoilers ahoy, fun ahead. Anyway, turns out that the Beast in the Cellar is their brother. And one of the problems is they don't mention or hint at the brother until like the last 15 minutes or so. They are trying to get us to think that it was their father who's in the cellar. We learned that Dad was in World War I, and he came back with PTSD and maybe some injuries. It's not quite clear.
That he was gassed and had shell shock, and that we must try and understand and be patient, and that eventually he would be better. But he never was.
And so he was very angry and violent. And so after he came back, the brother was born, and Dad was pretty abusive to the kid. Now, there's a line when the sisters are explaining this that, at least to me, indicates that the brother might have been fathered by somebody else. So that might be one of the reasons why Dad was so out to get him. But maybe I'm just reading into this. You decide.
Then in 1921, Mother told us she was expecting another baby. I don't know why, but we were rather shocked somehow. Father being like he was.
Anyway, when World War II was starting, the son, who by their description was perfectly normal, he wanted to enlist, but Mom and the sisters would not let him. And they trapped him in the titular cellar so he would not be able to join the war. And after the war was over, they like, don't really know how to explain that our brother's here, so they just kind of kept him down there. And so why do I think this would be good for a remake? Well, it would be a little more mysterious if we didn't know that the sisters knew. So if we were like suspicious of the sisters, that would be more fun. If it was more of a mystery. There's also a couple times when the one of the sisters is wearing Dad's army jacket, and I was like, oh, maybe they're trying to imply that she's really the killer, but then they kind of make it clear that she couldn't have been the killer. So if they had done that instead of doing this, I don't know that he was even meant to mislead us. They also, like I said, they don't mention the brother until very late in the movie, so there's no real way to suspect him. There's also a young soldier that's very friendly to the sisters, and one of the sisters kind of teases the other one that maybe she's kind of sweet on him, even though, she's in her 60s or 70s. And it might have been fun to make him a suspect instead of just this goody-goody, or maybe like have the sister try to make a move on him and like, oh, maybe she's the killer. But as it is, there's just this twist that kind of comes out of nowhere, and we just kind of hear the sister explain it, and it's not nearly as effective as it could be. So, spoilers are over. So, Beast in the Cellar is far from an essential viewing, but I liked it. I'm giving it 2 thumbs up. What's in the basement? Spoilers, it isn't the Beast. No coasters at all.